when you look around the world at what's happening online, how would you compare what's happening today online in India vis-a-vis some of the other markets that we tend to talk about?
It's the time when India will go global. I see data at YouTube, for example, for some of the top production houses. And they're getting watch time from territories which are normally not on the radar for top studios. Example could be Germany, which is getting 7 to 10 million watch minutes every quarter on a channel from Bollywood. So India locally consumes a lot of locally produced content, but I think at least easily about 30% to 40% is not made in India. That's a huge chunk. And what will happen is increasingly technology will solve a lot of these media problems. Because one of the trends that I'm seeing, and then we can talk about it, is micro communities being empowered and being developed with technology, which will enable a niche content producer or a broadcaster to be able to tap into the right community and get SWOT revenues or TWOT revenues. It'll be much, much easier very near in future. Like next 12 months to 18 months will be very interesting.
What are we seeing in terms of multi-channel networks, user-generated content? What are we seeing, maybe I can ask you, in that area in India right now?
We've seen tremendous growth. It's been mind-boggling. In India, the YouTube journey started with not very different from Zoho, wherein they took in traditional media content and distributed to audiences who are moving away from traditional streams. But over the last 1.5 years, I see so many new UGC channels that have come up producing really high quality content on comedy. You talk about comedy, doing really, really well. Food, Rajat talked about food, extremely popular. I've seen so many new channels come around, music talent, news bloggers, technology bloggers, using video to reach their fans.
So who's going to be aggregating these?
I generally have a vision where technology is going to enable and help grow the market. You hear a lot of things about, even on television side, there's so much of under penetration. Who's going to go out and educate? What Raj talked about is a windowing issue. At what time you release to which platform is completely in content owner's control. Even today. I think he's right about the fact that we are all learning here, we are all experimenting here. There's no established best practice. We find something that's working, then another 50 million audiences get added up, right? And it changes the pattern of consumption and behavior, right? When I started at YouTube just 4 years ago, right, there was a single-digit million users. Now, I know we're sitting in Europe and single-digit million could be a lot for some markets, but for India, it's really nothing given our ARPUs where they are. And today there are more than 60 million users just on PC. If you take estimates into account on people who access only on mobile, that number could be as high as 80 to 100 million.
Amit, advice for the PM?
What Prime Minister would do best is to remove more hurdles one at a time. I think we need to have a bigger interest development globally into Indian content economy. Make in India is definitely here already. Out of all the YouTube Indian content that we produce, more than 70% of revenues and eyeballs came from global viewership. So that's just a pointer, and they were consuming the content produced for traditional medium as well as the Baba Black Sheeps, which are very universal in appeal. And therefore Indian cultural content, Bollywood, etc. is also getting more global in appeal. So I would encourage that visibility to step up.
What's your advice to people coming into the market other than please giving you money?
I just want to advise people globally that it's never been a better environment to be in India. If you look at the top studios in US or some of the other ones, they've already invested in India. They already have a place. The torso ecosystem has not really started moving to India in a big way. I think the environment is really, really bang on, spot on to be able to do that. Where else would you find a market where you can address hundreds of millions of consumers, where broadcast is at minimum double up in next 4 to 5 years? It's going to be a mega industry. Online video, digital will probably go 10x and still remain very small for Raj. I understand because the base is so tiny. But where else do you have such ecosystem out there where you have an opportunity to create something really transformational?